Alright, welcome back to Neofeud, where I am currently enjoying a mintini, which may include some rather cheap gin that I suspended with a bunch of humbugs, and has resulted in kind of a pleasant rounding off of the ethanol original flavour, and has given it a bit more of a palatable sweet, but still minty and fresh kind of flavour. You may wonder why I'm experimenting with cocktails. That should become apparent shortly. But anyway, we're getting back to the whole matter of her and that and all of this bullshit. So, I guess he's not the arch nemesis we thought, since he just sort of saved our asses at the arcade. He still creeps me the hell out, though. I'd call him as a lifeline in a firefight, but wouldn't want him as a bodyguard or invited to my kid's birthday party. Oh, Carl, you're never seeing your kids again. My new involuntarily acquired partner, Protege. The hater of my hater is my dog, I guess. And Princess Sybil Clington Bush. That dress looks like it's embellished with some top-shelf nanotech or even quantech. Besides blowing away fashionistas on the runway, it's probably impervious to everything from railguns to nanite plague attacks. I mean, the upper half of her body being exposed probably isn't a great thing, but cool. It probably cost her father 1,000 of my lifetime net worths, but anything to defend his precious princess. It screams transplantary conglomerate royalty, but the hair and face says manic pixie emo princess. Trust fund daddy's girl trying to rebel against the overbearing, overprotective, and never-present king. Okay, at the very least he's kind of calling that out immediately. Let's have a look around here. The Stratoplex. The high city of the one percenters. Rich, famous, wealthy, and royal. A network of floating skylands interconnected by corporate jets. Being a low-born pleb, I've only gotten a day pass a few times to investigate the odd drug trafficking case. When evidence trails started pointing to the Lieutenant Governor, Clington Bush, being the narco kingpin, I was pulled off the case. Some low-town robo-smuggler was framed as the mastermind and paraded on the news, and I was threatened anonymously with being disappeared if I ever spoke any of it. Sounds about right. One rule for us, one rule for the fucking 1%. You bunch of slags. A bunch of graphs, blueprints, schematics of everything from Stratoplex castle interiors to seriously classified looking vehicles to dossiers on high profile individuals. If I had to guess, I'd say Princess Sybil is planning something very big, but it's not clear exactly what, and I can't exactly dig through all these files with them standing right there. Right, so what you're saying is, kill them. No, okay, let's have a word with these guys. Protege, what up?
So, what do you think of our new mysterious benefactress?
Oh, dog. She the flyest, bangingest Ben Afflecktress I's ever spied with my own motherfucking megapixels, dog. What you think? She out of my league? I might go interspecies to get with this shorty.
Hound dog, she is not just out of your league, she is out of your planet. She is in a galaxy far, far away, my Mac Daddy friend.
Well, we gotta take this job, just to keep options open. You know what I'm saying, nigga?
I don't know what you're saying, nigga, but we do gotta take this job.
Straight up.
Well, I think I've already found out what you think of the princess, but let's just double check.
So,
No, we got it.
what do you think our next move should be?
I got no clue, dog. Maybe ask the princess?
Oh, so we are going to kill her.
Kill her? Have you reached a new level of crazy?
No, dog. Ask her what to do next.
Oh, right.
Oh, fuck me. This Robo-Abonics the game is going with, I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Like, on the one hand, I guess you're developing a patois for a dystopian cyber future where effectively cybernetic organisms are kind of a minority and that sort of thing, but on the other hand you're kind of drawing very heavily from that culture to do so. Okay, anyway. You faceless goon. Ooh, familiar dossiers, let's have a look at that. No, don't blowtorch them, Carl, that's a bad move. I guess he's not the arch nemesis we thought, so he's just familiar dossier. These mugshots look awfully familiar. Seems they've been keeping an eye on us. Oh, Jezebel's also on here. Well, let's have a word with you.
How's it going there, buddy?
Where's my fucking Mythium? You thieving prick.
That's a sharp mask you got there. Is that real wool? Like from a real, non-electric sheep? Doesn't it get stuffy in there? Or are you a humanoid bot underneath and don't need to breathe? Man, a few words. I like that. I'd trade you for this potty-mouthed chatterbox for a partner, but you did kind of psyche-rate me back there, and you generally fill me with an intense sense of foreboding. They get awkward, right? Great talking to you.
Wow, awkward. Oh god, alright, let's have a word with Klingon Bush over here. Who's this weird dude with the N on his face? He once said the N-word. We do not speak of him anymore. Sorry, just the fact that Professor G keeps dropping it and now that Carl's saying it as well, I'm like, it's the same feeling I got when I was doing the detail, which was a game that really could have done with fucking concluding rather than just stopping. But I don't know, fuck it.
So, who exactly is after us here? I used to work for Coastlandia DEA, and those SWAT guys were definitely not official cops. Even if they were just your run-of-the-mill crooked narcs, they wouldn't just come in blazing like a Juarez showdown. They'd at least try to maintain a cover story.
I'm not entirely certain, but I suspect they were sent by the Coke Jobs family. What you need to understand is that our friend Proto J here is a very valuable product. A valuable asset.
I's got a valuable ass? You saying those whack dynastic G.I. Joe bitches wanna shake down my moneymaker?
Your head, actually. Your consciousness, I think.
Let's be honest here, Protege. You have no ass.
What about it?
You've noticed by now that you have some unique abilities, right?
Yeah, I got ESPN in my brain box. Mind control.
Well, you know that sentience exam, the Gertzel-Takeda test, that by law all entities need to take to be considered a person, legally speaking? All the institutional racism and speciesism aside, we know that the average human score is about a 4.1 on the consciousness test. But if you were to take that test, you would register something like a 10 or higher.
What the flack? Hey, I took that piece of shit test back when I first got out of robot prison and was looking for some food stamps or job training or some shit. They denied everything because I scored a, 2.5? Said I qualified to be someone's dog or a professional blender or some bullshit. That's how I got into this whole drug biz to start, to make ends meet.
Unfortunately, that's the dead-end story of millions of humanoid sentients and chimeras and non-humans. Anyway, the consciousness test itself is rigged. It's geared to measure certain types of brain activity and intelligence that is prevalent in humans but doesn't always apply to silicon-based or non-human genome brains. If the test was given in a completely neutral way, then you would really have more there in your head than most or all non-modified humans. That's where your mental abilities stem from, this advanced form of consciousness.
So wait. You're saying that Proto J here is actually some further evolved form of organism?
Essentially, yes.
I mean, I've had further evolved organisms growing in my kitchen sink. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the apex of fucking civilization. But anyway.
Hey, no offense to the $6 billion kid here.
Baller.
Sorry. Baller. But he's not exactly Einstein.
Being book smart is not the only way to be smart. Like I said, I don't know a lot about physics, but I might have other skills and talents. You, Carl, might have messed up as an official cop, but that doesn't mean you don't have skills as an investigator. You did manage to find the most wanted individual in basically the world right now, and you did so and got him out before the Coke Jobs dynasty did. It's not like Proto-J doesn't have potential. It's just that his life circumstances, the rigged system, have led him to use his skills and talents for things like crime and drug dealing. This is the story for 90% of sentient robots and chimeras who wind up in poverty, prison, and crime because of what? So a few quadrillionaires can have a few more bucks and lord it up over everyone else? I don't even know. I'm sorry, I get kind of emotional about this topic.
So, Coke Jobs wants Proto-J. Does your family know about him also?
Not that I know of, but they are always on the lookout for more advanced entities. Proto-J would be very valuable for whomever were to capture him.
I'm really struggling not to just see that as cock job and Klingon bush. It's probably not going to help. Oh dear, okay.
So, who's this guy with the big N on his face? Mr. Strong, Silent, and Black Leather / Zippers over here.
It's kind of a cray-cray long story, but the TLDR is, he's basically like your friend Proto-J here, but different. Another advanced transhuman prototype. He doesn't talk much because he can't. It's part of his condition.
Okay. You got a name?
He has a few. His creator called him Aleph. That N on his face is actually the Hebrew character Aleph. I don't really know much more about it.
Back at Sunshine Apartments, he showed up just after the shady SWAT team arrived. I was sure he was the ringleader of the child snatching scheme.
I'm sorry for that unfortunate conflict. I sent Aleph in to do reconnaissance when I discovered the Coke Jobs strike team was moving in on the Silicas. I had ordered Aleph not to harm you, but his mind is unique. I mean, he's not trying to stonewall you or be a space cadet, he simply can't speak for some reason. Sometimes I'm not sure if he's actually hearing what we're saying. From what I've seen, I don't think he even really exists in the same way you and I do. He is a very loyal guardian though. He protects and has not harmed me once.
Still, he basically mind melded with me and it felt like he was sorting through my head, my history, my consciousness, like it was a deck of cards, rearranging them, inserting new jacks and kings and queens.
And he inserted a princess. Bad joke. That can happen with Aleph. Like I said, the neurophysics or cosmopsychology or quantum entangling stuff just tangles my noodle. Aleph's creator can explain it better.
Well, okay then, Aleph, comrade. You'll understand if I'll take a hard pass on shaking your hand though, right, buddy?
Hey, fuck you.
So you're planning to end inequality, tear down tyrannical neo-feudalism, and usher in an age of social democracy. Okay, I got that. I can see Proto-J here has some secret sauce in his noggin. He literally is a $6 billion baller. But what's the plan now?
Well, you're right. Proto-J is key here. Literally, his consciousness is the key to a gateway.
The gateway to what?
Its creator called it the Garden of Forking Paths. Supposedly, it gives its inhabitant the ability to shape the world in their image. The gateway apparently lies somewhere within the Stratoplex, but no one knows where it is. My father, King Warren Clinton Bush, likely does, being arguably the most powerful monarch on this planet, but...
But what?
It's a long story, but the 140 character tweet version is, family is bae, but then absolute power, thirst.
I apologize. My millennialese is rusty.
Daddy and I have philosophical differences, okay? He likes being king of everything, master of the universe. He'd give me the world, but only if he could rule it. So we're going to have to find out another way to find the Garden of Forking Paths. Anyway, like I said, you're the one who found Proto-J. Look, I have resources and pull, royal pull. but I need an actual investigator to help me out here. So basically, I want to hire you, Carl, as the Egalite Cooperative's detective. What do you say?
Well, I don't know what to say. I've been trying like crazy to tell everyone I'm not a cop anymore, and now I get to be one again, and on the right side of history. It's an offer I can't refuse, Princess.
OMG awesome. I mean, that's great, Carl.
So, where should we start? Any good leads to this garden of forking paths?
I think I mentioned the creator a couple of times. You'll definitely want to talk to him at some point.
We can take a hyperspace trip to see God? Haha, the hardcore atheists will be pissed.
No, the godfather of artificial consciousness. His name is Noah Gertzel.
As in, Gertzel Takeda consciousness test?
He really hated the test and considers it a form of scientific slander of his own name. But yes, he was considered one of, if not the most, brilliant person of all time. Chances are he knows about the garden. I'd also recommend taking a trip to the Fulcrum, which is the pinnacle of Coastlandia and my family's royal estate within the Stratoplex.
Okay. I'd add the Coastlandia Capitol building. My old boss, Norton Shuffler, works there. I know for a fact he was on the payroll of someone who was trying to capture Protege.
Since you're lead detective, and as a show of good faith, I'm going to let you choose where we start, but we have a few places to check out. The Superpositor's navigation controls are on your right side. Just enter the 4-dimensional spacetime coordinate into the RPS system.
RPS system?
Reality Positioning System, like a GPS coordinate but including time. I just type in the numbers. Like I said, how all this techno-magic works is beyond my pay grade. Well, actually, my net worth is billions of times the scientists and engineers who made this craft, but never mind.
Okay. Our first stop should be Gertzel, the creator. If we try Shuffler or the Fulcrum, we could tip off the enemy.
I guess I should look at that control panel on the right side and take us to see the creator.
That's all
Alright.
for now.
Oh, actually, no, hang on a second. Were there more? Other questions? No, that's everything. Cool. Wait, so basically your dad is Illuminati. Ah, fuck it.
So basically, your father is the head of what? The Bilderberg Group? The Trilateral Commission? The reptilian, demonic space aliens of the Illuminati?
There's nothing reptilian or supernatural per se about the Neofeudal rulers.
I don't know, there's a lot of inbreeding.
About my family. Sure, some of them transfer their consciousness to Komodo DNA-fused clone bodies to get that dragony look, like when Princess Cindercat Gates Walton absolutely nailed the sexy Godzilla cosplay at the Transplanetary Academy Awards. That emerald line Dulce dress was so on point. Oh, I'm getting off topic, huh? Sorry. The point is, it's not a big tinfoil secret that the super wealthy and powerful control the world, is it? I mean, just look at the inequality statistics. A conference room containing 10 royals has 99% of the wealth on just this planet.
Okay, so your dad is the chairman of the conspiring league of neo-feudal kings and queens who have put trillions of dollars into what? Picking up the torch of the Nazis' eugenics project and creating a race of perfect supermen so they can upload or download or transfer their consciousnesses into these god bodies and become literal masters of the universe?
That sounds about right, yeah.
So what you're running, it sounds like some kind of counter conspiracy. What makes you any different from them?
The difference is this, the Egalite Cooperative? That has a nice revolutionary ring to it. Good working title. So, I'm no programmer, right? But I like to think of this operation as an open source conspiracy. Yes, we're going to stop the corrupt dynastics and take their technology, but the fruits of the Golem project aren't going to be hoarded in a royal walled garden for the rich and powerful. I want to share it with the world. I'm all about the sharing economy.
That's, very generous of you, Sybil. So, you're basically writing your own 21st century version of the Magna Carta here. limiting the powers of feudal kings, ensuring rights of common people, taking from the rich and giving to the poor, all that. I think maybe the other powers that be won't be so happy about you basically giving away to the 99% the most powerful technology ever created for free. I mean, Tesla tried to give away free electricity and died lonely and poor. They killed the electric car, smothered alternative energy for decades, and kept cold fusion from taking off for even longer. The profit motive, greed, tends to beat the common good and altruism. That was the fall of the United States, no?
You may be right, Carl, but you know what? Daddy and all his greedy, corrupt, big corporate state friends are just going to have to man up and deal with it. I mean, I'm his daughter. If anyone can make King Warren Clinton Bush change his heart, it's me.
I know it's a point-and-click adventure game, but the sheer quantity of exposition being given by this character... I'm just going to have another bit of my Mintini. Oh, it's like drinking mouthwash. In a good way.
That's all for now.
Okay, right. Open source Illuminati. I'm sorry, what? Hang on a second. Fuck off. Drill down into the Neofeudal machinations. I'll basically just explore all the goddamn conversation paths. Fair enough. Right, where's the panel? Right. I can't figure that out. I can't set fire to it. Piss. Well, let's go to Dr. Goetzel's secret labs. Let's just go. Beep boop, motherfucker. Time travel settings? How does this
work exactly?
Just enter coordinates of the location you want to travel to and the time. The superpositor craft will autopilot and auto time travel to the place and time. We can't teleport or time travel into any of the locations in the Stratoplex because the Sky Cities have defensive fields around them.
I guess you don't want a rival Neofeudal army teleporting right into your boardroom or your throne room, or checkmate.
Exactly. So we'll have to fly the old-fashioned way through the atmosphere like a jet plane.
Hey, I've been driving a piece of crap Toyota with no reverse and duct-taped on bumpers for the last year. Corporate jet? That's more upgrade than I could ask for.
Fair enough. I'm assuming you're just going to say causality and time is a donut and bullshit like that, but why are we doing this?
Why don't you just go back and stop all of this from happening? Like in what are those time travel movies?
Terminator and 12 Monkeys and Back to the Future.
You know all these films, but you don't know what a fucking phone booth is. Let Bill and Ted enter your fucking life.
Yeah, dog. We should just go back, pop a cap in all the royal human bitches' baby mamas. Like Sarah Connor, dog. Oh, no offense, princess.
Unfortunately, time travel doesn't seem to work like that. Going back is not like just airbrushing a blemish on your magazine cover image. When you go back, it's like redoing the photo shoot. Everything changes in unforeseeable ways, and it's basically impossible to go back more than a day without unraveling the space-time consciousness continuum itself. I think that's what it's called.
Okay, so we've got a time horizon of around 24 hours. So me scoring a date with young Scarlett Johansson is out of the question?
Yep. Sorry.
I mean... I'm more of a Tilda Swinton man myself, and even now she's... Anyway, first outside of it, let's go to Dr. Goetzel's lab. I mean... I don't know. Let's go to the... I don't want to change history unless I know exactly what I want to change and when. Okay. Beep boop, motherfucker. Ooh. Well, that looks unfortunate. Remember, this fucking ship doesn't even have doors, it just deletes part of the hull and creates steps out of nothingness. That's a big fucking flex.
Baby girl, you sure?
princess.
Princess, baby girl, you
Oh,
sure
fuck's sake.
this be the hood of my mad genius creator nigga?
Yes, this is definitely the place. The GPS coordinates are spot on.
Is it just me, or is it weird that the father of true artificial intelligence, solver of the hard problem of consciousness, and probably one of the most brilliant people of all time, lives in a landfill? I mean, Jobs, it smells awful. Like mold, methane, and dead bodies.
If Proto-J here is the most wanted robot in the world, then Gertzel might be the most wanted human. There are a lot of powerful entities that would love to have him chained up in their clandestine research facilities right now. Gertzel didn't migrate out here for pleasantness or convenience, but to get off the radar. No royal thinks twice about the pile.
Cool! That's a fucking DeLorean, isn't it? Oh, am I not able to go over and actually investigate it? I think it is a DeLorean, and if so, good reference. Well memed, sir. Oh dear. That looks less than optimal. As do all the other bullet holes. Hang on a second. Can I... Okay, something's going weird here. Hang on a second. Let me just... Yeah, something weird seems to be happening. Let me just see. Okay, for some reason that did it. Okay. What a bloody mess. Judging from the coagulation, the victim was killed within the last day or so. Blood track suggests someone or something dragged the body away, although it's virtually impossible to track in the dark through the tangled mess of the garbage mountain. This barrel's got gunshot holes sprayed up its side. It looks recent, judging from the shiny, newly surfaced metal on the rust. This definitely suggests a shootout. Well, that sounds about right. What with, you know, the death and bullshit that seems to be everywhere at the moment. It's like someone unloaded on this door. A major shootout, if I had to wager. This shanty looks like it might fall under a stiff breeze, but there seems to be solid reinforced steel plating in the walls. Definitely a front for something. Unfortunately, I probably can't just kick the door in. Alright, well, might as well have a look at it. Hello?
Hello? Anyone home?
How fucking rude! The doorknob's gone and it doesn't want to budge. I think something's jammed in the door hinges.
This Noah Gertzel guy, how do you know when he's around?
He doesn't really do any kind of electronic communication. He's been off the grid for years now, after abandoning the Golem project. If Gertzel had a hashtag, it would be paranoid, and for good reason. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to have a meeting prearranged by my assets. I mean my people.
So wait, you're saying that you're not sure if this mega genius is even here? Not only that, but it looks like the trigger-happy climax of that Drug Wars show went down right here. Forgive me, Your Highness, but I'm not sure I understand this plan.
I'm sorry, okay? I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just trying my best. I just graduated from Yalevard University like 2 years ago, and I've been basically going to fancy Neofeudal parties and dinners ever since. I'm flying by the seat of my Quantec-enabled, Dosace-designed royal gown. That's why I need your help here.
Okay, but you're a Clinton Bush. You've got an empire at your fingertips. Why not bring all the king's CIA agents and all the king's military in on this operation?
Not all of my dynastic family agrees with me, and there are always potential double agents and usurpers within the ranks. I don't know who I can trust, and the more people I bring in, the more likely this whole venture will be leaked. Like a season finale of that Throne Games TV show that always gets pirated.
Oh, snap! That show is boss! My fave part is when them Thai Westers toss them uppity peasants and peons in the flaming dragon pit when they try to rise up in revolt.
No comment.
Yeah, I guess I should try and find a way in. It's not like I haven't done my share of breaking and entering without a warrant as a CPD cop. Well, I guess there's got to be one way to get in, and that's using a fucking acetylene torch. Bitch, get out my way.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, god damn
Looks
it.
like the Dresdenators run out of oxygen. Guess I'll have to figure another way in.
Well, what other bits of shit have I got to fuck with? Twangy twangy. Pokey pokey. Okay, the bullet's out of the door. Damn, still won't open. The problem might be with the door hinge. Maybe I should check the left side of the door. Right, in a second. Fuck off over here. If everyone else could also stop being a fucker right now. Okay, so I need an... Ah, doorknob. Give me knob. I have acquired knob. Right. Can I put the doorknob back on the door? Okay, doorknob's back in. You got the door... Fuck's sake! That's not what I meant to do. Okay, right, hang on a second. Let me just... So, left side of the door doesn't seem to be... Okay, so I put the doorknob in. Right. What else can I fuck around with here? Hang on a second, let's have a look at... Appreciate if everyone else could fuck off out of the way for a hot second. Right, there we go. You all just fucking stay over there. No, 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 no. Get off me, you assholes. Right. Let me try that. Aha, hang on a second. Damn it. Damage down the hinge, but check the left side of the door. You keep saying that. Right, if I use this on the bullet holes... Okay, so there was a bullet in the door hinge, but it didn't specifically say it was in the hinge, it just said bullet holes, because fuck you! There we go! Job's a fucking good one.